everybody, Luna Tarot. I'm coming at you with one of my beginning videos, and I will be talking about the new moon in Virgo happening September 9th, 2018. So basically the outline of this video is going to be the numerology behind the new moon, the upcoming new moon, the symbology behind Virgos, the symbology behind new moons, some of the challenges that arise through this transit, some of the solutions that can be provided through, again, through some of the planetary transits, as well as what is physically being affected in our body by these transits, and some spiritual correlations to these transits. I will also introduce some of the material that I got some of this information from. I can also post online articles if asked for that I've got some of this information from. And then I will pretty much wrap it up with a collective conscious reading about what these types of energies will be bringing to, I guess, humanity as a whole. So first off, I just want to start with doing some sound healing. Hear the energies from my side and also your side so that we have a clear connection on both ends. Well, I'd like us to start off by at least closing your eyes for a couple seconds. Let the sound fill you to be clear. Okay, just take a couple seconds to close the eyes. Breathe. Okay. Bringing your attention back to the center, bringing your awareness back. I want to introduce a couple of the books that I got some of this information from. One is the Astrological Houses by Dane, Rudhyar. I don't necessarily know if that's exactly how you pronounce her name. My apologies. The Spectrum of the Individual Experience. She talks a lot about like central-based astrology. She doesn't go in depth about signs, but she does go in depth about what each of the house represents and what that means for the individual experience. I did get some of the information from a book called The Book of Chakra Healing by Simpson. She, who doesn't love a picture book, lots of pictures, lots of diagrams. I enjoy it very thoroughly. It's just a good information on like different yoga poses, different types of sense healings, physical things that you can do to help kind of balance out some of your chakras and things like that. And also The Secrets of Self-Healing, Harness Nature's Power to Heal Common Ailments, Boost Vitality, and Achieve Optimum Wellness by Dr. Maoshing. I don't know if that's how you pronounce the last part of his name. Again, my apologies. So I want to get into a little bit of numerology behind this new moon. So the date that it falls on, September 9th, 2018. Normally when we split up dates, we do two numbers apiece, 09, 09, 18. 9, 9, 1 plus 8, 9. So 999. The significance between 999, or behind 999. 9 is a number of humanitarian efforts. It is a number of light working, which light working, shadow working, in my opinion, it's the same thing. as well as end of cycles, conclusions, finishing up what no longer suits you. You're closing the door so that you can open a new one to build yourself up to a better you. And conclusions is something that you'll hear me speak about more, I guess mention more often throughout the duration of this video. So, excuse me while I read my little cards. We've got the symbology behind Virgos. So Virgos are a mutable sign. They are very flexible with change and challenges, and also circumstances that bring about change and challenges. They relate to the constellation of the mother bringing abundance, harvesting. September, it's the fall harvest. So whatever we planted during the summer, we nurtured throughout the summer. We made sure it was given love. We made sure it was given goals, plans, ideas, whatever we were trying to build, and whatever we first started during July, we are now seeing like the fruits of our labors. We're basically reaping what we're sowing during this time. That's why we're finishing it up. We're like, you know what, the harvest is done. We're collecting it. We're just repotting everything. We're starting fresh. The Virgos are very analytical as well. So they are people who like to take necessary plans and think things through thoroughly to make sure every step is matched up to how it will increase their personal growth, personal goals, as well as continuing to build your steps to become better as a person. New moon symbology, tying into basically, repurposing everything, resowing everything. New moons are a fresh start. So new moons ending cycles. We're ending cycles for a fresh start. We're ending cycles for a fresh perspective. We're ending cycles to, again, being able to plant more seeds, which planting more seeds takes time, it takes effort, it takes wise steps and choices, because I like to use examples of plants because I grow plants. If you're planting seeds, we have to make sure that the soil is right. We have to make sure that the seeds are not dried up. We have to make sure that each space in between planting the seeds are correct for them to thrive. We have to make sure that the heights and the depths of the pots that we place these seeds in are correct. And that all has to do with analytical steps that Virgos are so very fond of planning out. I said planting. Look, I love plants. Basically we're making new goals, new steps, new guidelines to be able to put new progress into action. We're putting new plans into action. We're putting new ideas into action. We're putting new journeys into action. And this is honestly the perfect time to start making those guidelines, start making those goals. But in order to make those goals and make those guidelines, we have to make sure that our old patterns and behaviors and habits and beliefs aren't going to interfere with those things. So that is what we're concluding on. We're concluding on those old patterns, old behaviors, old beliefs, old ways of acting on our intuition, our emotions, our mental progress, and things like that. We have to close the door on those types of patterns because they probably won't serve our new goals and our new steps to ensure our new growth. And if it doesn't suit you, don't pack it. Some of the challenges that will arise during this new moon transit. There's other transits that are going on, like with Jupiter and Pluto, and also something else that I can't remember specifically off the top of my head. But some of the challenges that are coming up during this new moon are confusion, deception, discouragement, insecurity, fear when dealing with authority, people taking advantage of you, and people not being clear with intentions. So Virgos are hard workers. Um, they like areas that they can thrive in through constant work and constant effort. So I feel like a lot of this confusion and deception will probably come through areas in your life that have like power dynamics, that have authoritative dynamics. Because some of the confusion and deception may be lying within your confidence, within your power, being able to rise above authority, being able to have the wisdom to understand when you're being deceived, and to be able to see clearly when deception is happening. So when I say like authoritative dynamics, so for example, maybe you are working for someone who, or working for a company who shows more power over you, where they might be kind of pushing your ideas and pushing your ideas into the dark and kind of undermining a lot of your efforts and a lot of your work ethic. And so maybe you've been working for them for so long, or maybe you are in a relationship where it's the like power dynamics of assertive dynamics and things like that. Maybe you just don't feel fully like yourself. Maybe you don't feel like you're fully exhibiting your personal power, and that's where the fear of dealing with authority comes up, because you want to be able to stand up for yourself. You want to be able to make sure that the effort you're putting in is receiving the amount of rewards that you feel like you deserve in return. I mean, you guys are like the archetype of a Virgo is a hard worker, very grounded. They're hardworking because they trying to get this money. And if somebody is standing in the way of personal power and is undermining your work ethic and is basically getting in the way of you feeling comfortable with yourself, then that is a challenge. That is also a soul lesson that has to be worked through. And confusion and deception can also come from not feeling secure in your personal power, from not feeling secure in general. If you're not feeling very grounded with what your security actually means and what your personal moral and foundations actually are. If you're clear of those things, these challenges may not be difficult challenges after all. And some of the solutions that are brought up during these challenges are tapping into Jupiter energies, being able to have honesty with yourself. If you're honest with how you feel, whether it's feeling discouraged or insecure, if you're honest with yourself, you can be able to get to the root of the problem that's making you feel not grounded in the situation, or making you feel not grounded within yourself. And if you have honesty about your own intention, and if you have honesty about who you are as a person, even if it's that you're honest that you don't know what's going on, then that gives you a little bit more inner power to be able to deal with deception, be able to deal with confusion. Because if you're honest with yourself, most likely than not, you'll be honest with other people. And if you're honest with where your morals are, then that makes it a little bit easier to stand up for your morals, and a little bit easier to basically break free of the power dynamic or the assertive power dynamic that's going on. And also another solution is to tap into some Pluto energies. So again, Pluto is transformation. Pluto like literally demands for transformation, and in order to go through transformation, we have to come to an end of a cycle, kind of like a death in a sense. Mastering the art of death. There's a song from True Eru called Art of It. You'll never be able to live if you're so afraid to die. Basically, Pluto's energies helps you uncover deceit, whether it's coming from yourself or another person. It helps you increase your self-confidence and your lot of these dynamics stand for who you are as a person. And also overcome with this increase of personal power dynamic, you will be able to overcome a lot of these authoritative challenges. And also Pluto energy can help you again with facing and uncovering deceit within yourself. It'll help you be more honest with yourself, therefore extending that honesty to other situations, dynamics, others, whatever's going on, other circumstances. So I want to get into a little bit of the physical aspects that are going to be affected during this time. And I will get into a little bit of information from the book of chakra healing through a little bit of these physical aspects, and as well as the secrets of self-healing. So some of the physical areas that will be affected during this new moon transit is going to be the pancreas, the small intestines, the digestive tract, colon, your ears, and your eyes. So the pancreas is the pancreas and also the digestive tract, as well as the intestines, are internal organs that are associated with the solar plexus. The solar plexus, again, the solar plexus has to do with your energy, your life force, your confidence, your wisdom, your inner power, your inner strength. And so when these are either blocked or overactive, you can find yourself having maybe a lot of stomach pains during this time. You can find yourself feeling like you may be constipated, or maybe you feel like you're having diarrhea because things are moving too fast, you're too open, or if you're blocked, again, you're having a little bit of constipation during this time, because you're holding these energies here. You're holding that like discouragement and lack of self-confidence here. So when you do that, you're blocking this, and it's not flowing properly. You gotta open it back up so it can do what it needs to do. So in the book of the chakra healing, the solar plexus, it's refreshing. Again, with the solar plexus affecting your digestive tract, your intestines, and things like that. It is gonna be like you're gonna have a lot of like fatigue, some weight imbalances, some stomach allergies, maybe even like some diabetes. If like an extreme case, I don't think diabetes is gonna occur within like a week before or after a moon transit happens. But yeah, feeling tired or fatigued, because this is your life force, and if it's blocked, you're gonna want to sleep more. Maybe you're feeling a little bit tired. You may be getting enough sleep, but you're still feeling tired. And the goal of the solar plexus is basically to have purpose, feel effective, to have self-respect, to endure whatever challenges are coming your way. So you want to tap into the Virgo symbology, because you want to be able to be flexible during change. You want to be able to find out what your purpose is within this specific dynamic. Get to the root of the purpose in this dynamic, so therefore you can put it behind you, and not necessarily where you're putting it behind you to repress or suppress it, but so that again you're learning your purpose in this situation. You're learning your purpose in this dynamic. You're learning your purpose about being able to stand up for yourself and to have more self-respect, so that you can challenge and so you can face these challenges with the appropriate guidance necessary. The eyes and the ears. So the ears have to do with the throat chakra. To do with truths. So you see a lot of the same reoccurring themes, some symbolic themes within this new moon transit. It is honesty, truth, self-power, empowerment, clarity, and being able to move forward. And you need to have all of those things balanced to move forward. So fast forwarding to the throat. The throat chakra is going to be, if it's unbalanced, you'll have some sore throats, you'll have some neck aches, some hearing problems, and maybe some tinnitus. Ringing in the ears is what tinnitus is. Anyway, so I wanna emphasize the hearing problems. So during this time, if you're having trouble with authoritative dynamics, is maybe that other person isn't listening to you. They probably can't hear you, or maybe you aren't hearing them, or maybe not listening to them. But again, the throat chakra has to do with the truth. Be honest with yourself. If you're not listening, tell another person you're not listening. If you're not hearing them correctly, tell another person you're not hearing them correctly. If you're not able to express yourself and express how you feel during these challenges or these power dynamics, then people aren't going to be able to hear you either. But you have to have the power to stand up and be able to communicate these things with other people, as well as the eyes. So the eyes clearly are connected to the third eye chakra. And the third eye is about, clarity, psychic ability. And when I mean clarity, I mean being able to see through deception, being able to see your way through these challenges and through these power dynamics, to see things objectively instead of subjectively. So this is also a good time to see things objectively. You want to be able to see the dynamic for its whole. You want to be able to communicate how you feel about this dynamic, and you want to be able to put in the personal power to be able to stand up for yourself, to challenge your way through this dynamic, or through these whatever challenges that you're facing. Which some of the challenges emotionally could be something in your childhood that was shunned or thought of as not being okay, probably by a mother figure, because again, Virgo is like that motherly harvest. So a lot of desires are probably popping up, and you have to be able to stand up for your desire, tell the truth about your desires, and see why your desires were shunned or hidden in the first place, and things like that. And I hope that was a little bit of a good insight to some of the chakra things. I can go a little bit more in depth, but that's not necessarily what I want to focus on. But to wrap it up, it's just Virgos are analytical. They want to make steps. They want to make plans. They want to be able to see their goals and actions through. And sometimes that's a little bit hard when you're dealing with authoritative figures who undermine your work, undermine your steps, undermine your goals, or people who lie to you and use you and put you in a place of deceit, maybe because you are lying to yourself about what it actually takes to move through these goals, lying to yourself about what you actually need to let go to make sure that these cycles are completely ending, that they're closing off. So you're sealing that fucking door shut. You're gonna super glue that bitch after you've already walked through it, of course. And this is gonna be a lot of these energies going on. It up is going to be able to affect you physically through your solar plexus, your throat chakra, and your third eye chakra, affecting some of your digestive tract, affecting how you're able to communicate with people, and how you're able to see things, and that can physically manifest in like stomach issues, ulcers, sore throats, and also maybe feeling very fatigued, feeling maybe that your bodily organs aren't functioning as properly, or maybe they're functioning too much. Either way, you might see it happen. And some of the solutions to seeing some of these physical aspects is, one, eat some fruits that are correlated to some of these physical and energetic imbalances. So if you're dealing with the third eye problems, if you're getting like that, eat some blueberries, eat some blackberries, get some herbs like skullcap and white If you're dealing with the throat chakra, again, blueberries, blackberries, any other blue fruits and veggies that I can't really think of off the top of my head except blueberries and blackberries. Oh, maybe some plums. Plums would be good for the third eye. Maybe journal a little bit more so that you're doing some like subconscious writing and whatnot, so you're getting more in tune with the flow. You want to, for your solar plexus, you want to be able to get in more pineapples, mangoes, bananas, squashes, yellow squashes, basically anything that correlates to that specific bodily function. Some herbs for that one would be like passion flower, which is really good for gastrointestinal problems and things like that. So that is kind of like a little semi in-depth. I feel like it's like scratching at the surface of the symbology behind Virgo, symbology behind New Moon, some of the challenges that arise, some of the solutions that can help you push through these challenges, some physical manifestations of what the energy is going to look like affecting you, and some of the ways that these physical imbalances correlate with the chakras in the body. So basically, this time is about taking care of yourself. This time is about taking care of your steps, your growth, your personal power, your truth, and your clarity. So I want to move into the card reading, addressing, what's cluttering you, what are some shadow aspects that have been hidden, what is some energies that you can tap into to clean a lot of this clutter, what we can be making room for, and how what we made room for will help us grow, and basically what type of legacy we'll leaving at the start of this new cycle, a new beginning, new projects, and things like that. Here's my deck. This is my babies. This is a Celtic deck. What will the new moon legacy at the start of it leave behind? Start of the new moon. Oh, okay. So, first card. What is cluttering the collective conscious mental state during this new moon energy? And that is the Ten of Swords reversed. So basically what's cluttering the minds of the collective conscience right now is a lot of overthinking mentally, being backstabbed, being betrayed, being lied to, a place where you once thought you had hope is like crashing down, and it's just kind of like eating away at the mental states. Desolation. I mean, the Ten of Swords, again, it's the end of the sword suit, so it's the ending of a cycle still, which still relates to a lot of this. It's just you are so basically, I mean, this card is literally like backstab. You've been backstabbed. Wow, that's a little heavy. Maybe it could be sometimes this doesn't necessarily always correlate, but it could be backstabbed by someone in your life who has air sign placements in their charts, meaning Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or it most likely, honestly, it just depends on your circumstance. But again, you are feeling betrayed, you are feeling backstabbed, you're feeling like the world is kind of crashing down. You feel like a place where you could go to at once that had hope, just kind of really isn't there anymore. But all of that situation and all that like deceit and betrayal and backstab is like you're overthinking to the core right now, and Virgos are analytical, so you're like analyzing the collective conscious is like analyzing the fuck out of this situation right now. So the second card, relevant shadow issues. Okay, the Seven of Swords reverse again, still where there again was once deceit and betrayal. There is from a situation that was super annoying. Honestly, we'll just say it that, like somebody, like the person or what you felt backstabbed by, it wasn't done very well. It wasn't a very well thought out plan. Whoever caused you a lot of mental strife didn't really think it through themselves. Like they were clearly caught red-handed. But even though that's so, this is also reversed, and it's the number 7. So you're taking this situation where you would once probably like fight back or once be so like angry and upset. You're taking it more with like a mental calm. You're willing to like basically take this at a different perspective, one that's a little bit more wise, a little bit more objective, which is a good thing. You want to be able to deal with a lot of the shadow aspects on an objective purpose. You want to shed light to those, and it's kind of hard to shed light on something that you're in. It's a little easier to shed it when you're above, meaning this objective perspective. I'm not getting any more from that. Okay, so the third card. So how we can clean a lot of this state that we're in. Again, I get the 9 of Swords. Reverse, 9 of Swords reverse. This whole like deceit and betrayal, even though you're looking objectively at it and you're working through the situation, it still causes you a lot of mental anguish and a lot of mental strife, and you feel like those who are around you and your loved ones don't really understand, aren't really there for you, can't really provide you with like the care and support that you need to be able to get out of this. And I get roses, because there's roses at the bottom of this card, right here. And it makes me think of love. So a way to be able to clear all these energies is just love, is like romance, being able to put yourself back out into the world again without fear of deceit and lies and secrets and scandals. Going through mental challenges and mental pain is fucking tough. I've met a lot of people and I've observed a lot of people who go through those changes and challenges, and it's tough. Like, you feel like you can't get out of bed. You feel like everything is crashing. It's just something that is just so all-consuming. But again, the number 9, we're still seeing the conclusions. Like, you're nearing the end of this. You're nearing the end of the pain, and all you have to be able to do is just show yourself, continue to show yourself the love that you can, the love that you can muster up to get yourself out of this. And so I move on to what we're making room for. And we're making room, I get the Knight of Shields reverse. We're making room to be able to take risks again. You're making room to be able to go out and have fun and spend time with family and loved ones. Like, this journey that you're on and the mental anguish that you've been through and the lies that you've been through, like, they're just, it's done. It's so mundane at this point. Like, you have to be able to take a risk to push yourself forward. You don't have to be bored with day-to-day steps or day-to-day life. Make it fun for yourself. The people who are there for you and the people that do show you love, hang out with them more. Hang out with your family more. Hang out with your friends more. Hang out with your lovers more. Yeah, I like that. Being able to make room for taking risks and ironically, I feel like that even though Virgos are very flexible in the face of change and challenges, because they like step-by-step and planned actions, I feel like this might be something that may be a challenge for the collective conscious, or what somebody going through who's watching this video right now is experiencing. Like, sometimes we have to stray away from the plans a little bit, you know, muster up the courage to kind of mosey on and like go cliff jumping, you know, just jump off, just go, just, you know, just take it off and go, just take it off, just go. And how will this make you become more independent is that when you gather this courage and you take the risk, you're gonna be able to walk through this path with knowledge and self-respect, and knowing that you've been through a lot and you're gonna continue going through a lot, but it's gonna be something that helps you be more independent. It's gonna help you grow. The moon card is a card of, first of all, it's a major arcana, so this is a soul lesson. And normally when people do soul lessons, the soul has to do it on their own. And so after taking this risk, making room for taking this risk, will be able to guide you to see the depths of yourself. It'll be able to uncover your hidden desires. It'll help you make a choice and walk this path, walk the path of your inner self, walk the path of your shadow self. The number 9, again, light working and shadow working. So this shadow working is going to be able to help you become more independent. You can gain strength through these desires. You can gain your truth through these desires, because if you didn't know who you were before, you're going to know who you are now with the moon card. Like, you're going to be able to illuminate your imagination, your desires, your goals, and a lot of the things that again, that you've kept hidden. This is the realm of imagination, and sometimes a lot of things hide in the imagination. There's a hidden number in these cards, and this is why I love this deck. And the number is 2 and 9. Again, 9. 9s are literally everywhere during this time. 2. I want to get into the number 2. So 2 is duality. So you're seeing the strength of who you are in the dark. You might have seen who you were in the light, which is cool, but all this the ending of the backstabbing, the wisdom to be able to go about this in a better direction, and concluding that mental anguish. You're seeing who you are through all of this. You're seeing your strengths. Duality is being able to understand your complete depths, but your highest of being. We are all multifaceted. We are multifaceted by definition of consciousness, because we are able to have multiple perspectives, objective or subjective. This card is dealing with a lot of fears too, the moon card. So the number 9, we're illuminating a lot of these fears. We're understanding the root of these fears. We're getting we're going through the shadow self. Yeah, you're illuminating the root of your fears. And again, a lot of fears were popping up through a lot of these authoritative dynamics. A lot of these fears were popping up through challenges of not being able to stand up for yourself. So this card is allowing you to walk through your depths so you can find the power to stand up and overcome your fears, so that you can walk away from your old self, becoming a better version, because you're able to see the duality of who you are and come out with a newfound respect for yourself too. So basically, the new moon legacy that this is going to leave is the King of Shields. And the King of Shields in this deck have to do with Virgos, Capricorns, Tauruses. So you're you're coming out a new grounded person. You're coming out not taking shit from anybody anymore. You're coming out knowing that you're so grounded that you can basically take care of whatever you need whenever you need to do it. Like, this man is literally having his foot rubbed. So, like, you went in feeling afraid of authority, coming out the authority now. Like, you, like, this is such an amazing transformation because you felt so powerless, or like, I say you, but when I say you, I mean the collective conscious. So you felt so powerless and so unable to stand up for yourself, to being able to take a risk, to see why you were so afraid of these things in the first place, or what you were hiding from yourself, to come out basically on top. Like, talk about Drake started from the bottom, now we're here. Like, you just don't take any shit anymore from anyone or anything or any type of dynamic you were once in. Like, those things don't suit you anymore. You're too grounded in compassion, first of all, and also in psychic ability. And I like that they use these colors. Him wearing a purple suit and a green vest. Like, you're using your psychic awareness. You're using your ability to be able to see through all of this. Like, you can just see straight through people, straight through people's intentions, straight through your own intentions too. But you've gained compassion from dealing with that past deceit wiser than you probably would have. So now you have compassion and understanding for people who go through the same situations, as well as having the psychic knowledge and ability to see through it and basically be able to help people too if they need it, because you're definitely not opposed to helping another person, especially if they went through the same troubles. But it's just so amazing to see that we will become more grounded, more compassionate, more aware at the end of it all. Like, at the end of it all, the legacy that we're leaving is to not take shit from anybody. So we're closing the door on all of that shit. I just want to say shit. We're literally just closing the door on all that shit to be able to completely walk into a new life, walk into these new projects, set these new foundations, build yourself up completely and wholly without worrying about anything that happened in the past. You've dealt with all of those things so that you can completely become a better you. And honestly, I really feel like that's it. This is all just a way for you to overcome challenges, to gain your inner strength, be confident, express yourself, see the intentions of your friends, foes, acquaintances, lovers, family, and to rise above everything that once made you feel like you were defeated and feel like you couldn't do these things that you're able to do now. Mutable signs are all about perfecting growth anyway, all about perfecting self-mastery. This is all for self-mastery. So you gotta shut the door on things that won't help you with self-mastery. People, places, things, perspective, companies, whatever that you're facing. Know that you have the strength to go it alone, and you have the confidence to take these risks, to do what you gotta do. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for being able to share this space and this journey with other people and to become the greatest versions of yourself. That's honestly all I ever wish for anyone, is to become their best selves. Thank you again. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I hope this helped. I hope that this shed a little bit of information. I probably will be posting more videos, but if you have any questions about this one, just post anything. I'll answer you as best as I can. I'll put my email down below, so if you don't feel comfortable asking questions in public, you can definitely email me, answer anything that you need to. If it goes to junk, I'm sorry. I'll get to it as soon as possible. And also check out my social medias. I post daily readings there. as well as Discord, which is another interesting platform that I use. It's a gamer platform, but I do like it because there's like chat groups, personal chat groups. People can talk in and out of there, and I do post daily readings there. Those are my in-depth daily readings, whereas like places as Instagram and Twitter are readings that are just kind of like they're summarized versions of the in-depth readings on Discord. And the link to my Discords are in all of the bios of my social medias. And that's about it. So happy new moon in Virgo, guys. Set goals, build yourself up, eat good fruits, drink lots of water, and I hope to see you guys as better versions of yourself later on in the future. Bye.